If you're applying job in the Python domain, then your resume have at least 4 to 5 projects in Python domain. So in that particular video, we'll discuss about Python projects and with the database connectivity. And if you add those projects in your resume, then it will enhance your resume. Let's continue with this video. And if you're new, then subscribe channel and share with your friend. And we are talking about 5 major projects like airline management system, bank management system, college management system, cafe management system, and closed shop management system. We have covered 2 projects previously in the last video, airline management system and bank management system. We have to cover those 3 topics in that particular video. So let's start this video. I will tell you how the project is working and with the code explanation. So let's start this video. First, we have to open the cafe management system. So let's open the project folder and this will be the Python code. Starting line, we are importing the libraries that is tkinter, time, date time, random, and message box. So in the starting line, we are importing all those libraries. So Techie is used for creating the graphical user interface. And in the line number second and third, we are importing the date and time library that we are using in the software. And random library used for generating any random number. And message box is used for, like, if you click on the exit button, then it will show, are you sure you want to exit? There will be a 2 message, yes and no. So if you click on the yes button, then it will exit the software. So those are the libraries which we are using in that particular software. And we are creating the root window that will be titled login page and the geometry will be the 1000 into 1000. Let's run the project first, then we'll talking about the code. Okay, for that you have to just open in terminal python space cafe software.py, then enter. Then it will open the login page. Okay, so that will be the login page. Let's check out the code of that particular login page. I'm opening the Python code and here there will be a username and entry block and the password and the entry block. And there will be a 2 button, login and exit button. Okay, so if you click on the exit button, then there will be a show a message box. So let's check out the first exit button. For that, you have to just control F and then you have to write exit. You can just check it out. There will be exit button and there will be a function calling like I exit. Double click on that I exit and enter. So just check out, like there will be a function calling and it will show like confirm, are you sure you want to exit? If you click on the yes, then it will destroy the window. Okay, like that it will work. And let's enter the username and password first. Okay, first you have to check out the username and password. So just write username. There are the label username, that will be the label code, and the 696 to 698 will be the entry block, and this will be the label of password, and this will be the entry block for the password, and it will show in the asterisk. And there will be 2 buttons like login and exit, so you can check it out. Line number 715 to 716, there will be a login button, and 718 to 719, that will be the exit button. So if you click on the login button, then there will be a function calling. Let's go to that login function. That will be the login function. And if you enter the username 1 and password 1, then you can log in through that particular page. Okay, so let's enter the username and password 1 and password will be the 1. So let's click on login button. Then it will open the home page. Here you have to select some menu. You have to enter the quantity. Then it will generate the receipt. So for that, let's check out the code of that particular home page. Open the code and search for the sprite. So see, there will be a checkout buttons for the Sprite, Pepsi, Diet Coke, Mojito, Cappuccino, Fanta, Coca-Cola, and cold coffee. Those are the check buttons where you can just check and enter the quantity. Like I'm just enter the 5 quantity. Like that you have to enter the quantity of any menu. And there will be a hot dog, veg burger. Those are the entry blocks for those check buttons. This will be the check buttons for hot dogs, pasta, sandwich, rice plate, fries. Okay, that will be the check button of those particular menus. And with the entry blocks, see at the bottom, there will be a cost of drinks, cost of foods, service charges. Like you can see, there will be a cost of drinks, cost of foods, and the service charges, and with the entry blocks. Let's check out the working of that particular project. I'm just check out that check buttons and enter the quantity like Pepsi 1, pasta 2, sandwich 3. Okay, then click on the total button. It will make the totals of those menu which we have selected, and it will show the cost of drinks, cost of food, service charges, paid tax, and subtotal, and the total. There is a calculator as well where you can calculate the amount. So first check out the function of total button. For that you have to just press Ctrl F and then write total. There will be a subtotal, total entry blocks, and there will be a total button. And you have to just double click on the cost of item, then Ctrl F and the enter. Now in that we will get the quantity of all the items, and first we will multiply with the pricing and the item. Then we will add on all those items. Okay, price of drinks and price of foods, and it will generate the total cost with the service charges. And you can also generate the receipt as well. If you click on the receipt, then it will generate the receipt as well. You can just check it out. And for the receipt button, we have just check out the function of receipt. For that, you have to just press Ctrl F, then write receipt. So see, there will be a function of receipt. For that, we have to use the text receipt function. It will show the bill part and a random ref. And we will insert all those value with the labels. And it will show the text paid, subtotal, and total cost. Like that, it will generate the receipt. And if you click on the reset button, then it will reset all those value. And if you click on the exit button, that will exit the software. Let's click on yes button. So it will exit the software. This will be the complete restaurant billing system. First, you have to log in with the details, username and password. Then you have to select the menus and with the quantities. Once you have selected the menus, then you have to just click on the total cost. So it will subtotal the all those costs and make the final cost. And you can also generate the receipt as well. There will be a calculator where you can calculate the values. Okay. This will be the complete project where we have developed that particular project in the Python. And for the backend, we are using the SQL3 library, and for the front end, we are using the Techie enter. Okay, this will be the complete Python code. Let's close that. Now just check out the college management system. Okay, we have to first open that folder. So in that we have separate file for all those functions like fees, front end and back end, library front end back end, login page, marksheet front end back end, menus, search page, student info front end back end part. And we have separate database file for all those functions. And let's execute one by one. So first we'll open the fees part. Let's run the fees front end part code. We have to open the terminal and run python space fees frontend.py. Then enter. Now there will be a fees report where you have to enter the receipt number, student name, admission number, date, branch, semester, total amount, paid amount, and the balance. And you can save the details here in the database, and it will display the data, reset the data, update, search, delete, and receipt, and the exit button. Let's check out the code of that particular software. That will be the receipt number first. So you have to first press Ctrl F, then write receipt number. Okay, then enter. So you can just check out the labels of the receipt number. That will be the label of receipt, student name, admission number, date, branch, semester, total amount, paid amount, and the balance amount. So you can just check out those are the labels, and there will be entry blocks as well. So just check out the entry blocks as well. That will be the entry block for the date and time. So all have separate entry blocks like name, admission, date, branch. In the branch, there will be a combo box where you have to select the values, or we have to select the branch like CSC, IT, ET&T, mechanical, civil, electrical. Like that, you have to select the branch and you have to select the semester. Okay, from the combo box. And there will be a list box and scroll bar as well. So let's enter details first. First, we have to enter the receipt number like 1, student name, Yash, admission number 1, date, it will fetch the current date, and the branch, computer science, semester, first. Let's click on the save button. So it will save the data in database where you can just check it out. If you click on the reset button, then it will reset all those value. Okay, so first check out the save function. Okay, for that you have to just open the code and then press Ctrl F and then write save. There will be a function calling insert. So just double click on that and then Ctrl F, then enter. So there will be a function def insert. Okay, what it will do, it will get all those value and store the data in database. So it will get all those value like receipt, name, admission number, date, branch, semester, total, paid amount and due amount. It will get all those data and insert in the database. So this will be the insert function. And the second will be the display function. There will be a function calling view. Double click on that and then enter. So that will be the display function where it will fetch all those value from the database. Whatever we have inserted in the database. So it will fetch all those data from database. Now there will be a reset button, function calling reset. So it will set all those value to null. Like receipt.set single quote and there will be a blank. Like that we have reset all those value. And there will be a update function where we have to select the row first and then we have to update the value from that particular table. And if you click on the display, so it will display the data from database. Okay, there will be a search function as well where it will search the details, and there will be a delete and receipt function. So if you click on the receipt, then it will show the receipt as well. Let's check out the receipt function as well. Now this will be the receipt function where we can just generate the receipt for the student name, admission number, date, branch, semester, total amount, paid amount, and balance amount. Okay, that will generate the receipt and open the code for the library management system. So for that we have to just open a terminal here, then write Python space library front end part. That will be the complete library management system where you have to enter the member type, reference number, first name, surname, address, postcode, mobile number, and the book ID, book title, author, date borrowed, date dues, and days in loan. We have to enter all those value like member type, student, reference number one, first name, Yash, surname, Sony, address, postcode, mobile number 9460060699 and the book ID 1 like whatever book we have to get. So for that we have to enter the book details, book ID, book title, XYZ, book author, ABC, date borrowed, date due for 3 days only and days in loan. Let's skip this and then click on save button. So it will save the data in database and it will display in the database table. Okay. There will be reset function, update function, delete, and a search and exit button. And this will be the complete library management system. Let's open the front end and back end part. That will be the root window, and we are giving the title as library management system, and the geometry 1350 into 750, and the background will be the particular color. Library management system, that will be the member type. We have to just check out the labels. Press Ctrl F, then write member type. Okay, those are the labels like member type, reference number, first name, surname, address, postcode, mobile number, book ID, book title, author, date borrowed, date due, and days in loan. So those are the labels for that particular software, and those are the entry blocks where we get the value and store data in database. So these are the buttons where we perform the functions. Let's check out the button as well. Let's select for the buttons like save button, display button, reset, update, search, delete, and exit button. So those are the buttons which we are using for the functionality, and there will be a function calling insert, display, reset, update, search, delete, and exit. Okay, those are the function calling. So let's click on the exit button. Let's close that. Now let's open the marksheet part. For that, you have to open the terminal and then you have to write Python space marksheet frontend.py. So that will be the marksheet part where you have to enter the student details like name, father name, date of birth, school name, roll number, mother name, gender, and email ID. Let's enter the student detail like name XYZ, roll number 1, father name ABC, mother name DEF, date of birth, gender. Let's select the male, school name VS, and the email ID xyz@gmail.com. Okay, and we have to enter the marks, whatever marks we have obtained, like from the 100, whatever marks we have got, like 70, 50, 60, 80, 70. It will show the grand total, percentage, CGPA, and grade. Let's click on the compute. So it will show the division first, the percentage 66, CGPA 6.9, and result pass, and grade will be the D. So it will automatically calculate the grand total, the percentage, and division. Okay, and it will show the result. And let's check out the code of that particular software. Open the marksheet front end part, creating the root window. That will be root title, mark sheet, and the root geometry 1350 into 750, and the background color Navajo white. Let's check out the labels. And for that, you have to just open the code and then press Ctrl F and then write name. So those are the labels like name, roll number, father name, mother name. You can just compare the code with the software. Okay, you will get it out everything. Mother name, date of birth, gender, school name. So those are the labels and entry blocks where if you enter the details and it will store data in database. Then it will calculate the total marks, passing marks and total marks. And those are the labels for all the subjects. Then there will be a buttons like compute. Let's search the compute button. Okay, those are the buttons for the compute, save, update, reset, and exit. And there will be function calling on those button. Let's double click on that and Control F. There will be a function calling. We will get all those value. So we'll calculate the grand total grade as well. Okay, so there will be a grade A, grade B, and grade C. Grade D, E, F, G. Okay, all those grade. If you got that particular marks, then it will show the grade as well, and it will show the pass and the fail, and it will show the division, first division, second division, and third division. Okay, let's close that. There will be a student info as well. So let's open the student info. We have to open the terminal and then write Python space student info front end part. So in the student information, you have to enter the name, father name, mother name, address, mobile number, email ID, date of birth, and the gender. So you have to enter all those details and it will store data in database. So let's check out the code of that particular software. In the starting line, we are importing the libraries, same as well. And then we are going through the labels, like those are the labels which will be available in the software, like name, father name, mother name, address, and you can check it out. Okay, those are the labels, and those are the entry blocks for all those entries, and those are the buttons. And if you click on the save, then it will store data in database and fetch in the student database. Okay, let's enter the details like ABC, father name XYZ, DEF, mother name, address Jaipur, mobile number 9460060699, email ID, date of birth 28/09/1998, vendor mail, and then click on save button. So it will store the data in database and it will fetch the data from database. And if you want to update that particular row, just click on the update, that will update the row. And you can also delete. If you want to reset, then just click on reset, then it will reset the values and there will be exit button. So just click on the yes, then it will exit the software. Okay, this will be the complete college management system where we have separated the files for all those functionality. Now the last one will be the closed management system. So this will be the complete college management system where we have go through that particular fees management system, student management system, library management system, and marksheet management system. Those sub modules will be the major module of that college management system. So let's open the closed management system. This will be the Python code, and here in the starting line we are importing the libraries, that is Tkinter library for creating the graphical user interface, the message box, SQLite3 library, and the OS. Tkinter is used for the graphical user interface. The message box is used for the exit function, where if you click on the exit button, then it will show that are you sure you want to exit. And SQLite3 is used for the database. So let's run the code first. First, you have to open the terminal and then write Python srikrishnaClose.py. That will be the home page. Now just click on the home. It will show the dashboard where you can update the data like barcode, quantity, and per cost, and also create the data barcode, quantity, and per cost. Okay, so let's enter the barcode 500, quantity 10, and per cost 20 rupees. Then let's click on the create data added successfully. Now click on the refresh. It will show the barcode details, quantity, and the cost. And if you want to update the product, so just you have to enter the barcode 500, then click on the search button. So it will fetch the details like quantity and per cost, where you can update the quantity like 11, then click on update button. So it will update the quantity. If you click on the refresh button, so it will update the quantity 11. Here you can also delete the product as well. This is a complete clothes management system where you have to enter the barcode detail and the quantity and the cost. So it will make the barcode as well. So let's end this video here. We'll again continue with the next session. If you want more amazing projects in Python, machine learning, deep learning, and AI domain, then you can just text on WhatsApp. I will share the complete project list in your WhatsApp. So let's end this video. Thank you friend for watching my video. If you are new, then subscribe channel and share with your friend. Thank you.